here on Free Market Station because a different quest. I got a quest during a quest, and that quest started here, so I want to get it from the starting point. I've already talked to her, Millie, but then I was like, wait, she's Protectorate. Maybe I should have talked to her with Tristan in the party.
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it.
Hello? Not selling anything, I assure you.
All right.
Well now, you have an ineffable air of intrigue about you. Weren't raised Protectorate, were you? Who are you?
All right, well, Professor Check, who are any of us, really? Just a loose amalgamation of stardust and fecal matter, or fecal bacteria. Fecal.
Well, now, that's a mighty poetic and, I guess, scientifically precise way of putting it. Despite not really answering my question. And, ew. Sorry, I'm Millie Mealing. I started a training group here to help ex-Protectorate subjects adjust to having to care for and, well, think for themselves. We also try to reconnect them with loved ones. Know the concept of community can be alien to most, but we occasionally enlist aid from wayfaring travelers like yourself. Try to, that is.
Okay, well, does your group have a name?
Not officially. Not yet, that is. We discussed a few, like First Steps or Community for Community. The Group Betterment Alliance was another. Somebody suggested the Unparadigmatic, but that sounded rather like the Order to me. Like you need to think about it a while, then it still doesn't make much sense. Someone proposed the Awful Freedom Association, which, prompted a spontaneous collegial embrace around them from all of us. This isn't easy on everybody, you know?
So far, Tristan has not chimed in, so I'm going back to this dialogue for nothing. So we have the options of citizens for the advancement of common knowledge, individuals for mutual improvement, or subject to change.
That's kind of clever. Next time the group meets, I'll propose it. Now, as I was saying, sometimes we do need a little assistance.
All right, well, I might be able to help. It depends on what it involves.
Involves the mental refreshment facility on Praetor. Not sure what you know about the process, but we were told all our lives to volunteer others for treatment was a blessing. To replenish someone's zeal and ensure our perfect society ran perfectly. What they didn't tell us was the person who comes back weren't always the same.
Do not fault yourself. I too believed as you once did, and have had my eyes opened.
See what our society does to people? Even our peacekeepers don't know the truth of the peace they uphold.
I'm surprised she also didn't get freaked out when an arbiter came walking up. Like, even if she's not Protectorate anymore, it still says Protectorate as her name thing. So I would think she would be afraid that she's about to be executed. You want me to break someone out before that happens, right? Who?
My father. He liked to alter official Protectorate songs to make them about his favorite pitchball club. Wasn't expressly prohibited, but it was different.
All right, so then, is that why you left the Protectorate? The truth about refreshment?
Didn't learn about all their lies till later. Took our settlement being deemed a recreant locality for most of us to leave. One morning, we were all marked for death because Auntie's Choice had seized a grain silo on the edge of town. They expected us to die in its defense. Most of us have similar stories. None are quite used to fending for ourselves. Things like bargaining, manual labor, asking questions. Sugar. Have each other, though.
Why not break out your father on your own?
All of us here lack much in the way of appreciable, applicable skills, honestly. Used to spend our days programming automechs to do work for us. The idea of sneaking past guards, possibly fighting them, fast-talking our way in, me and the others are still struggling with, the basics of commerce. Pretty sure we're being charged 3 times the going rate for everything around here, if you want to know how that's going for us.
Well, who turned your in?
I'd rather not say, if it's all the same to you.
We can do an observation of 5 or a speech of 5. Or we can just say, forget it. Well, let me take a wild guess. It was you, wasn't it?
Guess my guilt must be visible from space. Yes. Before I came here, before I learned the truth about mental refreshment, I was the one. I reported my father, like a good protectorate subject.
Well, of course I'll help.
Good. If you make it past the guards outside, you could maybe present yourself at the front desk as a walk-in, a subject voluntarily turning themselves in for mental refreshment. Look for my father inside. Name's Waylon Mealing. Might have to convince him to go, depending... don't want to think about what he's been through. Hope he's all right. We'll post someone out back to wait for him, where the guards don't patrol. Meet me here afterward.
All right, sit tight. Your father will be back in no time.
I can't tell you how much this means to me. Do mind how you go.
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it.
No, I don't gotta walk back. I could just fast travel back. Oh, what is this? Oh, you. We're gonna give you the 400 times the damage. 400% damage, not 400 times damage. 400% damage increase. Come on. Really? I can't even zoom in? The stupid thing's covering up my fast travel point. Alright, so it's the same location you go to for a different quest, so I've already done that quest. I'm not going to be as thorough in this one, because why would I do that? Also going to make a separate ending choice as well. Since she did have different things to, or Tristan did chime in at least once, I'm gonna keep this intro and not the other intro I filmed. I'm gonna take Tristan and Azza. I was going to take Azza and Niles, but Tristan is Protectorate, so.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community.
All right, so there's a
They
bunch of
sneer
guards
at our
here in
contentment.
the entryway, but there's a back entrance, or side entrance, I mean.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. Say.
I shall reduce them to a slurry.
All right. Oh, I also did try this gun out. It is not that great.
Lift weapon prime!
Maintain it.
You down, Azza?
You have my thanks and my help.
See how they just now went off? Like, it's not that great of a weapon.
Seeking cover.
I'm alive. He needs to die.
System is resilient.
Happy and contented.
Okay. So you can go through the front door, or you can go through this little side hatch. But then all this does is get you around those guards if they don't see you climbing up. Obviously, I could have been more sneaky. I just decided not to be. This is the only person inside, so...
Man, this might sting. A lot.
Oh, no, there's another one.
All in the ribs. This might sting. A lot.
I don't recall there being more guys in here. There probably were. Alright. Oh, I didn't even read the quest. Hold on. We're on Escape from Placid Waters. Anne, former Protectorate subject, asked you to rescue her father from a mental refreshment facility on Praetor. Anne Protectorate.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Come in, come right in, and be refreshed.
Okay, so if you're doing the other quest called Mysteries of the Mental Modulators, I do have a video on it, but one of your pieces of evidence is right there. I'm gonna take it, but I'm not gonna read it because I've already read it. I don't want to reread all this stuff.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are
you can't turn
operating
these
at
off.
peak efficiency at all
Like how you can turn
times.
off the things
the
at
paradigm requires it. That's why.
Sorry. Like how you can turn off the things on the ACS Undisputed Claim by turning down your sound effects. You can't do that with these. They're not on the sound effects. They're not on the music. They're on the character dialogue, and I can't turn that off because I need to listen to characters talk.
Are you ready to realign with the paradigm? To shed all manner of imperfect thoughts?
All it takes is some light instruction, a restorative cocktail,
And a quick dip into the lathe of particularity to abrade your imperfections.
I'm Head Refresher Gould, and I guarantee when you exit our doors, you'll be a
Productive member of our perfect society again. Soon you'll say,
goodbye, imperfect thoughts. Hello, contentment.
As an arbiter, I welcome any procedure that... Why is the room spinning?
I don't know, my man.
Bending my ear? Speak freely.
Commander.
Greetings, subject, or should I say refreshed to be.
To be found throughout Arcadia. Placid Waters Wellnitarium, here on Praetor. Really special.
Welcome to the Wellnitarium. You're not on my schedule. I'll walk in then. Wonderful. Once you're properly evaluated, we'll have you well on your way to refreshment.
And then our heads will be as empty as yours. I've seen this too many times. It's not as fun as it sounds.
Oh, you appear to have questions. A telltale sign of needing refreshment.
Oh, good. Asa has dialogue. When I came through here before for the other quest, I brought Inez because I was doing a Auntie's Choice quest. So Inez said nothing. She had no comments throughout the whole quest. Tristan had one, and it seems Asa had, well, Tristan had two. You just heard one, and Asa seems to have one. So, what the hell did I just walk through?
Our facility's induction corridor is quite an experience, isn't it? A feast for the senses, second only to our Chief Edification and Remembrance Center, the Tomb of the Matriarch. Accompanying our Head Refresher's thought-lulling welcome is a musical score based off an inspirational composition partially hummed by the Sovereign himself, and a brief spritz of our very own repriorigin gas to boost attentiveness and provide the perfect touch of compliancy to commence your treatment here.
Okay, well, what in law's name is a well-natorium?
Placid Waters Well-Natarium is the primary mental refreshment facility on Praetor. We are tasked with ensuring local subjects are serene, untroubled, and operating at peak efficacy.
You seem a little off. Are you all right?
Right as rain, neighbor. Right as rain. And soon you'll be just like me.
Okay, well, I hate tests. Any way I can skip the evaluation?
Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phenometric matrix. A baseline understanding of your character and background will assist our facilitators in determining the ideal regimen necessary to abrade any perceived personality irregularities.
Okay, well, you're just gonna let me saunter right in here, huh?
Oh, I hadn't noticed you sauntering. But of course I will readily admit you. It is the duty of every subject to submit for a quick mental tune-up whenever we experience imperfect thoughts or lack a little zeal. Our intake evaluation automech here simply needs to ask you a few questions to amply delineate your phenometric matrix.
Okay, well, is there any other way in here or out?
None authorized to you. Not until completion. Now there. No need to fear evaluation. It's just a few brief fleeting questions, all perfectly harmless, I assure you. Simply step over to my automechanical colleague to my left, / your right, and it will begin your assessment.
Okay.
Greeting, subject unscheduled. Welcome to Placid Waters Well-Natarium. Evaluation commencing. Subjects are required to respond 100% accurately to all queries. Bespoke prescribed regimens may produce untoward ramifications if baseline data is greater than minutely erroneous. Query 1. Concisely characterize your personal perspective.
So, I didn't play along the first time I did it. So, I'm not going to play along now. I went with my professor check, but I just read this. I refuse to respond on the grounds that this may infuriate me.
Failure to field remaining queries will result in pointed castigation. This is your sole warning. The accepted answer is, I fulfill my duty to the Sovereign. As a loyal protectorate subject, by operating at peak efficacy, without error, perpetually, each a vital cog. Query 2. Rate your present level of zealous efficaciousness on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 3 being a traitor, 1 being dead.
Yeah, I can get a 4 out of 5. I can get a 3.5 out of 5. I can get a 5 out of 5. Which means the good one. This is the one I said because it was the speech check. I'm going to say 0 times 10.
Incorrect. Wait. Processing. That was correct. No subject has ever answered that query accurately before to date. The degree of zealous efficaciousness expected of a dutiful and true subject of the Protectorate is beyond measure. Query 3. Do you ever fall prey to imperfect thoughts, including, but not limited to, doubt, disbelief, uncertainty, curiosity, recalcitrance, and mischief?
These changed because I said 0 in the previous answer. This is the same. But am I supposed to say 0 now? Then 0.
Unacceptable. Obsequious denial detected. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry. Final query. How would your neighbors describe you?
And I didn't grab psychopath. It's hard to say. I tend not to make much of an impression.
Unsatisfactory response. The appropriate reply was, they never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. Formulating conclusion. Phenometric matrix delineated. Subject pneumatic evaluation score total 200 out of 200. The acceptable amount for a true and dutiful protectorate subject is 0. In conclusion, you are in dire need of mental refreshment. Now, proceed to the nearby pneumatic tube to collect your complimentary unitard and lift pass. Next, proceed one floor down, where you will be directed further. Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities to be found throughout Arcadia, Placid
Oh, I was like, where was our
Waters
gunshot?
Well-Notarium
That was him launching the pneumatic tube thing.
uniquely special.
Got ourselves a prisoner clothing and a low privilege
Pondering begets disharmony.
badge. So we need to dress up. You don't actually have to dress up, but I am in prison, so I might as well dress up.
Try to blend in. Act like a neutered, brain-dead lunatic. Just be yourself.
Really, she has more comments here than... Yeah, Inez, I don't think Inez said a single thing when I was here.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about you. I have answers to questions and no questions to answer. Hello, my name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm.
All right, you all right?
Right as rain, neighbor. Never more content. I am newly full of zeal, free of imperfect thoughts. My mind is a thing of symmetry. My phrenometric peaks are all abraded.
Okay. You have no curiosity about who I am and why I'm here, do you?
Pondering begets disharmony. To deliberate is to court ruin. Notions are a gateway to mayhem, bedlam, turmoil, and vexation. Thinking never made anybody happy.
Okay. So, what are you in for? Some major infraction, no doubt?
I once possessed a failing of character where I would voice simple statements in a way that sounded like a question? Drat! There, did it again. Anyhow, I was reported for it?
Okay. Well, you're the first person here, other than the staff, who's acknowledged me.
It is the duty of all Protectorate subjects to regularly converse with our neighbors, so we may determine if their zeal has wavered.
Okay, so you no longer experience worry or doubt?
I only experience approved emotions. Doubt and worry are notably unsanctioned. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts, after all.
Okay, well, can you tell me anything about the refreshment process?
Head Refresher Gould says his recorded lectures are key to thinking approved thoughts. He tells us what to think and what thoughts are unsanctioned. It's also very helpful. That, a restorative cocktail of pharmaceuticals, and a quick dip into the lathe of particularity device can abrade all imperfections.
Okay, well, do you have any pills on you?
Only internally, I'm afraid. You should speak to Refreshment Facilitator Tilden in the lecture hall.
Well, where is the lathe?
Why, it's right outside Head Refresher Gould's office. He'll schedule you an appointment.
Okay, well, where can I get those recordings?
Just follow the signs to the lecture hall.
Okay, bye.
Refreshment is inevitable. You can't fight contentment.
And that's why we're here. Waylon Beeling.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception.
Their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Our first back is perfect. Our pitch ball is well conveyed.
Waylon?
Oh, you're new. Must be. You still retain that look of inquiry and deliberation. I'm Waylon.
Yeah, that's what the name above your head says. Do you have a daughter named Millie?
No, my daughter's name is Emily. Millie is a nickname for Emily, but I don't call her that.
Okay. You don't seem quite as bad as the others yet.
They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement, but still, they try.
Okay, well, your daughter's worried. She regrets turning you in and wants you to come with me.
Emily said that? Really? This all feels a bit curious to me, but I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the refreshment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it.
I already said this one. The fuck is a pitch ball anyway, so I won't say that again because I want to get different dialogue, even though in the end it's always the same. Just the first sentence is different. You actually like the Paradigm Abiders? Their 32nd back only works hard in the playoffs.
Some say the Sovereign Sluggers are better, but the efficients always used to rule in their favor. Anyhow, my daughter got me this ball to commemorate a big game. I had to turn in my personal items when I was admitted. On account I tried to leave once or twice before. Saw them put it in a closet behind reception upstairs.
All right, well, after I get your ball, you'll be ready to leave?
Suppose so. Maybe almost, at least. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry, though there are 2 automechs assigned there now, to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off.
Are you that someone? Pretty sure I can hack those mechs. The hack of 4.
That doesn't seem like the sort of thing that'd be allowed, but guess you know what you're doing. I'll be dithering about here in the meanwhile.
Okay, sounds good. If we want a matching hat, someone has it in their room. There it is.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due to anomalous structural tampering.
Okay. And if we have a mid or a full privilege pass, we can get in. I'm gonna tell you right now, I went through this whole place and could not find the full privilege pass on any of the characters. It's the same thing for this one, but it can be unbarred from the other side.
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be edified.
For today's topic, we'll touch on why our program is so very important. Ignorant, misguided outsiders may wonder, why does the Protectorate need mental refreshment? Doesn't it inhibit personal freedom? Yet this freedom they celebrate is a yawning chaos, and their choice is an invitation to failure, loss, and anarchy. It is a sad fact that all human beings require direction. As my good friend the Consul would say, at its base, humanity unguided is cravenly, inept, and slothful. We of the Protectorate are not, because we do not allow ourselves to be. The Paradigm charts our course, gives us purpose. The Consul is the firm hand that guides us. Mental refreshment keeps us on task, free from doubt, efficient, perfect. And thus we enjoy amity, luxury, and resplendence. The system provides, the system abides.
Whole lot of meaningless blather. Standard Protectorate fare.
We're all in this together.
I just had a thought I'm really not supposed to. I just had a thought.
That is not something you want someone standing next to you whispering into your ears. Okay.
Efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and
Oh,
refashions
a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Well-Natarium, but the designated subject reader ought to have attended to that by now.
You're a member of the staff, right? seem a little refreshed yourself.
I was once a victim of imperfect thoughts. Oh, I had so many questions. But my questioning days are long gone.
I need a perk called Tall Tale Teller? I don't think it gave me that option before. Can I ask you a few questions about the facility?
Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again.
Alright, what's wrong with questions?
Questions are an unmistakable sign of worry, disquietment, and worst yet, rumination. Once the mind is a thing of symmetry, vexatious agitatements simply waft away. As every loyal and dutiful protectorate subject knows, thinking is best left to our betters.
Alright, well, I need samples of your pharmacology.
You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean. But you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly.
Alright, what does that automech do?
The medicament dispensement automech auto-mechanically dispenses medicaments.
Alright, we'll say that 3 times fast.
The medicament dispensement automech auto-mechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech auto-mechanically dispenses medicaments. The medicament dispensement automech auto-mechanically dispenses medicaments.
You didn't say it fast. How can someone get an example of the facility's propaganda methodologies?
I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive.
Where can I get those audio logs?
Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course. Though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security.
Okay, well, since you're refreshed, you won't care. Give me access.
How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas.
Thanks. So what sort of technology is employed in the process?
You must mean the lathe of particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand.
Bye. Just a creepy stare.
You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
They're just handing out keys to anyone around here, aren't they? Mental refreshment really cleans out your common sense. Like an enema for your gray matter.
Okay.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive.
Robot.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest, how mentally refreshed are you feeling today?
10 out of 10. I'm a solid 5. Oh, I'm a 1. This is what I said in the previous one. So now I'm going to say none of your business.
Obstreperousness noted. Adjusting recommended regimen.
Okay. And I already said that in the other video, so I should probably receive my daily pill allotment.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for the day.
Already asked that, so I'm gonna lie. A clerical error occurred requiring an exception. I must maintain my prescribed regimen.
Response. Medicaments are stored in medicament storage, the office in which this unit presently operates. Yet, it is strictly off-limits to all non-refreshment facilitator personnel. Farewell statement. May refreshment soon render you free from doubt. A vital cod once more.
So he just says the exact same thing he would have said regardless of what I say. Well, so they're right there on the table. I need to get in there. Oh, no. Oh. My observation told me there was something here. Like, it was really trying hard to tell me that there was something here. Okay. Turn off the electricity. We can get into the room. Here's my daily dose. Not going to read it because, again, it's not the quest that I'm on right now, and I've already read it.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Okay, just gotta be careful here. Wait for that one to go down the stairs.
Prudence dictates we route all disruptive influences.
Go around you. So we can get upstairs, because we gotta get the toss ball. See, I couldn't find the key to go here, so I'm guessing that's another quest.
Here on Praetor is
So I went through the entire building, checked everyone's pockets, killed everyone that's not just a generic soldier, and still couldn't find that key card. So my guess is either it's part of a different quest, or it involves him, but not killing him, and not doing the other option with him. So there's a third option, which is right here, which we're going to do in this video. So, a memo to all refreshment facilitators. This is the v.a.l.e.r.i.e gas disbursement controls. As you recall, regular spritzing of v.a.l.e.r.i.e gas has proven to boost subjects' susceptibility to our guidance broadcasts. It is my belief that it will also accentuate the effects of the lathe. Please help me test this by gassing the chamber thoroughly during our upcoming scheduled sessions. Do remember to avoid activating the system until I have safely retreated to my office. Ever yours, Head Refresher Gould. So Gould is right there. He is not in his office. So let's gas him. Estimate the dosage needed to fill the chamber with v.a.l.e.r.i.e gas. I can use a medical of 3, an observation of 7, or an engineering of 4.
Hmm? Say, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of...
Didn't notice the green gas filling the room?
Oh, do I detect a whiff of v.a.l.e.r.i.e gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Wait. Ha! You're not a Protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
And you, my friend, are mildly intoxicated and highly open to suggestion. In other words, vulnerable.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something.
Yeah, you caught me. I'm an outsider.
Oh, how outrageous. Suppose I should call the guards, but my...
There is no cause to call your guards, for the subsequent violence would visit death upon many who do not deserve it. We are no threat to you.
Of course. My natural inquisitiveness seems oddly suspended right now, despite the wild implausibility of your statement. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly.
Well, I don't really need to do that right now because I already got the documents. I just saw the pretty lights outside and wandered in.
You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for.
I can't think of anything I'd like to do less.
Oh, do play along now. It's so rare I meet anyone of even mild intellectual capability. That does describe you, doesn't it?
All right, fine. We can have your little chit-chat.
There's a good sport. Do try to keep up. So, what of the Order? Our former allies? Those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation. What say you of them?
You can call them stupid geniuses, or say that they're dedicated. All of these are good things. I can't say anything bad about them. I did say, I think, Professor check last time? Yeah. So I guess I'll use this one. That's rich from someone allowed the freedom to think, but who robs it from others?
My position is a burden gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists?
I mean, their advertising jingles and sloganeering are pretty catchy. So they at least get bad things, I can say.
Their manipulations are crude, if not efficacious. The sugar-filled rubbish they consider food sounds truly disgusting. And yet I do lightly crave it after hearing their adverts. But to what end? For only the shallowest of goals, making bits. We, on the other hand, have transcended the petty exchange of goods and services. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. Food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare.
You almost sound like one of your patients. Are you repeating a script?
Not word for word, no. I do take certain liberties with the Sovereign's Handbook, a beacon to the cosmos, to inhabit the spirit of the work and give it a dramatic, scientific air. I understand you meant that as an insult, but I refuse to be baited by those either jealous or ignorant of our ways.
But don't you ever just crave sugar sometimes?
Think of it this way. If you could have the finest woolly cow filet mignon or most succulent crabble-clawed dinner every night, would you mind skipping candy? Don't believe you would. Well, admit I assumed this conversation would be more engaging. Did you have any final points you'd like to make? As a, last chance to distinguish yourself?
So I said this one before. So I'm going to say this one now with a medical and science of 4. If you've never gone under the lathe yourself, how do you know if it's completely safe?
You don't think I'd send thousands through the process if I wasn't absolutely confident of it being unharmful. The results speak for themselves, literally. Our subjects have never been more content. They say so repeatedly. I must say that was moderately stimulating. Passably interesting at a few points even. Almost intriguing. Now, what next?
I was wanting to get him into the thing. Well, explain everything you can about the contraption's innermost workings.
Oh dear, I don't understand how the machine works, only how to use it. The technical specifications for the lathe of particularity are in my office in the next room, hidden in a cache behind a frame on the wall. Pick up the cap to open it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have a schedule to maintain. So many minds to refresh, so little time. What an edifying confabulation.
Oh, can I not get him in the chair?
Feel free to scavenge around. It's not as if anything you find here will be any use to your masters.
Yeah, there's an option here. The device's control panel appears quiet, dark, as if it was currently inoperable. Thought I could tell him to sit. Yeah, on his person is not the high level key, just a key to his safe and a pitchball card. So I couldn't find the key to open up the other door. And I killed him and it wasn't on his person. So there's multiple ways to figure out where the thing is that you need. He just told us where it was if you talk to him. Or you walk in here and immediately, even I think without Tristan, it tells you it's here. Or you pick this hat up because you realize it's legendary and you want to keep it. Or you read the note on his desk that tells you it's not a very well hidden safe. A reminder to self. I admit I'd thought myself rather clever in how thoroughly I'd secured the schematics for the lathe of particularity last week, only to find I'd forgotten the elaborate code I'd devised to open it. Poor exemplar Atherton spent the better part of an hour prying open the cache door. But now I've got it, hidden in plain sight. Should be wholly sufficient. I've reworked the mechanism to simply require that I lift the cap off a rigged mannequin and the concealed hatch will spring open wide. Oh, though sometimes I don't know why I even bother. It's not as if anyone in Placid Waters is capable of more than off-key singing and bass echolalia. What I wouldn't give for a decent conversation around here for a change, dictated but not read. Head refresher Paulo Google.
We thrive together.
And then in his thing is just a bunch of bits. See, I could not find that key. You get a unique item, it opens the door, grab your schematics.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to
in a
ensure
non-special weapon.
at peak efficiency.
But now we're done there. We need to unseal the kitchen and retrieve his pitchball. Which means stealthing back through the facility. Hold on. So there probably was a dialogue tree that I could have gone through to get him to take a seat. I just didn't know how to do it.
Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of your prescribed curative regime. Think only prescribed thoughts, and no bliss and plenty. Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how around the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Okay, to get the door open, you gotta go into this room. It's a little annoying because you gotta get your companions to walk through the door. As I get in here.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lacked.
So right there is another one of the things we needed. Take it. There's a locked door with nothing really of use. And you should be able to read this without making him attack you.
The Sovereign provides, the system abides.
Okay, messages. From Refreshment Facilitator Tilden, breach in the kitchen pantry. One must assume that the large gaping hole inside the kitchen pantry has a perfectly reasonable reason for being there, yet I have observed several sprats entering the facility through it, and retreating with our full supply of perilous indulgence crabble cakes. Please disregard if this is in line with the Paradigm's plan. All the best, Refreshment, Facilitator Tilden. And to that, oh, this was sent to the head Refresher Gould. To that, Refresher Gould responded to Senior Warden Wretch, who I did not find in this place at all, and they might have that other key on them. Subject is breach abatement. If I'm reading my last message from one of our dear, overly refreshed refreshment facilitators correctly, someone appears to have dug an escape tunnel in our kitchen pantry. I shouldn't have to inform you that this is literally a preposterous breach of security for our facility. Post automechs at the entrance and seal, there's only one automech there, and seal the kitchen immediately, and have one of our inspirational posters or something placed over the hole. It's embarrassing. Then find out who is responsible. Ever yours, Head Researcher Gould. And now we can disable the cafeteria sentry and unseal the kitchen doors with a hack of 4.
That's why we are all happy and contented, and others are not.
Right, because you're not Gould, or wretched, I mean. You're just a vanquisher. And it's not in either of these two.
We reject
It's a whole...
dualism in all its many forms.
While there are many mental refreshment facilities,
We gotta go into this room?
Placid Waters Wellnetarium.
You are also not wretched?
Is uniquely special.
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top
We need to grab this. This is the audio log we were told about.
refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
You are not wretched.
The paradigm we serve supplies what we deserve.
And then that's Yackley.
Ah, you've gained privileged access somehow. Our superiors must have arranged it.
I did also kill Yackley. Didn't have it on him either. So I don't know where that key is. It's on probably Wretched, who I could not find in the entire building. So... we get the pitch ball, the commemorative pitch ball, and a pitch ball card for Andrew Erickson. And we'll open up the computer here, the intake terminal messages. From Head Refresher Gould to all mental refreshment personnel, I asked all personnel to refrain from discussing any and all topics pertaining to the unnamed subject currently abiding in our special administrations ward. That's the one we need that key for, and I can't find that key. Unless you are requested to help with his care, please pretend he is currently residing somewhere else far away. Perhaps on a nice farm or something. Remember, questions are an unmistakable sign of worry, disquietment, and rumination. A subject having questions is a telltale sign of requiring refreshment. Ever yours, Head Refresher Gould. Let's open the door. And yeah, I even went back to him after reading that terminal entry. He has no new dialogue. I don't know. Well, I guess I haven't gone back to him after refreshing him. Let's see if he has any new dialogue. My guess is no, he doesn't have any new dialogue, but we'll see.
What an edifying confabulation.
got to be another quest that's going to bring me back then.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles undue entertainment, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
I don't know why I can't pick you.
Preserve set progress.
I'm realigned with the paradigm.
To deliberate is to court ruin.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all...
I mean, I'm not going to be keeping this, so I'm just going to grab whatever. I'm going to go back to my other save file. And this was just a bathroom. But now as a person using it.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency.
Hello. You find my pitch ball?
Yep, from the game, the paradigm abiders beat the prudence dictators in negatory undertime. Yes.
Oh, commemorative pitch ball. I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost.
Well, good news. The pantry is open for ambling.
Okay. Okay. Ready to go then, I suppose. If we get separated, I'll meet you there.
Sounds good.
Top cognitive divisor responsible for making the mental refreshment process more refreshing than ever. Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together...
Beware the traitor's tongue. Report idle chatter.
The tunnel out was right here. Oh, they put a poster over it. Take it down, and I can be off. You mentioned my daughter afore, didn't you? Is she waiting for me somewhere through there?
Yeah, she'll be outside. This should lead you right to her. I thought she wasn't going to be outside. She said someone else was going to be outside. Azza really wants to just shank this guy.
This is all right neighborly of you. Can't thank you enough. Now, after you. By all means. Guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be.
Okay. A draft can be felt coming from behind this poster. Let's tear it down. I don't like his photo in that, or his face in that photo. What's going on? Okay, so we don't actually get to experience it. She just picks him up, and then we gotta fast travel back. Okay. Back to the ACS free market. All right, Millie. Millie being short for Emily. Not really.
Anybody even listening to this? Let me sell you stuff.
Their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Our first back is perfect. Our pitch ball is well conveyed.
Ah, before I forget, here, this is for you. Thank you ever so much for freeing my father. He seems good, actually. No discernible lingering ill effects. Still, singing. But I'm so grateful to hear it.
My friend from Placid Waters. Appreciate you fetching the pitch ball Millie got me. And of course, the escort out of there. Though mostly, the pitch ball.
Well, how you doing, Waylon?
Wonderful, wonderful. So good to see Millie again. Don't know how to do anything here, but I can sing to my heart's content. You heading out? Do take care. Again, much obliged.
Glad there are people out here like you. Gives hope. Both of us, well, we're forever in your debt.
Their team plays the worst anyone has ever played. Our first back is
I
perfect.
ran your name suggestion by the
Our pitch ball
group.
is well
We
conveyed.
are now formally regarded as subject to change.
Let's see if that's true.
Thought of Prudence as a neighbor back then.
Wait.
Like she were just right around the lane. Believed everything she said.
I truly expected our neighbor to thank me for turning in her daughter. I believed it was a good thing. I mean,
Their sign is gone.
they said.
Their sign is gone, so I was seeing if they would have changed it to actually be the name of the thing I suggested.
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it.